What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm unboxing the brand new Kyrie 6, which I'm very excited for, but maybe not for the reason that you might think. So really quick disclaimer, I actually opened the box already because I filmed the first part of this video. I got like 20 minutes into filming and I realized that the mic wasn't on. So we're not going to be cutting this open because I already did that. But I guess to go over what I went over the first time around, if you'd like to check out more unboxings like this, except done the right way, make sure to check out my unboxing channel, which is linked in the description below. I haven't actually unboxed any sneakers on that channel yet. That's more of like an electronics channel, I guess. I've actually got the Google Stadia coming in today, so the unboxing for that video will be live very, very soon. So if you want to check that video out when it drops, make sure to subscribe to my second channel, Seth, in the description below, and it should be a blast, so I hope you guys enjoy it. But to go over what I went over before I completely ruin the first take of the video, the Nike Kyrie 6 hasn't officially dropped yet. There was a special edition drop that happened about a week ago that released in certain select cities. It was super limited edition. You could only buy it regionally, and Kyrie collectors went crazy for them, and resale values are kind of nuts at the moment. This is the first general release colorway, which doesn't technically release till later on in the month. However, if you are a Nike Plus member, which if you've bought anything on the Nike store online before, I'm sure you are, you actually have access to buy these right now. I think they dropped officially on the 15th. Or had like a pre-release on the 15th. All sizes of this colorway are still in stock, and they probably will stay in stock for a long time because there's just a ton of these pairs available. But to reopen the box, I guess, inside you've got, oh wow, I didn't know what this looked like. A pretty cool navy colored, multicolored box. So this box is apparently designed to showcase Kyrie Irving's love of gaming. He's an avid gamer, he loves doing it. I think he does stream a tiny bit, I'm not totally sure about that. And a cool detail is that in NBA 2K20, you can actually not only unlock digital versions of his shoes, but I believe in the future you will be able to unlock like chances to purchase the real shoe, like a special edition of a real shoe or something like that. But that's a really cool thing. I hope they do more stuff like that. It kind of sucks a little bit because you do have to buy the game in order to unlock those shoes, but I think the idea of unlocking something digitally and then actually getting something physical from it is pretty cool. But actually looking at the top of the box itself, you've got this very 8-bit themed sort of font going on in a couple different colors. You've got the outline of the Nike logo in sort of a neon green. That same font detailing carries on around the outside of the box, and then you actually have some of Kyrie's logos right there on the back. Something that I actually think is pretty cool about his logo is that it obviously is a K and an I, but it also has the number 11 or the number 2, which are both numbers that he's worn in the NBA. So it's a pretty cool, almost all-encompassing logo, which I love about it. Actually, in my opinion, I think it's one of the best player logos in the NBA. I mean, obviously, you've got the Jordan Jumpman, which is huge. LeBron's, I'm not as big a fan of. Kobe's, actually I like Kobe's, but Kyrie Irving is definitely up there with his logo. I picked up a size 9 and I got the very exciting colorway of black and white. And the official retail price of the Kyrie 6 is $130, so that's what we'll be shelling out. It is a little bit more expensive than I believe some of the previous Kyries. They're usually around like $120, but it's not like a huge price increase. I actually had to turn down my key light a little bit because I know there's some white on the shoe and I'm afraid it's gonna wash it out. So that's the reason things changed a little bit in here. But inside the box, we've got this white paper and then the shoes. Here they are. Very cool. So here it is, the Kyrie 6 in all its brand new Kyrie signature model glory. Looking pretty good. The first thing that I think a lot of people will notice about this shoe is its striking resemblance to the Nike Air Yeezy 2, which is one of the most popular Nike sneakers of all time and Kanye's last sneaker with Nike. Apparently Kyrie is a huge Yeezy 2 fan, which I think is totally fair because most people are, and you can definitely see the inspiration through all the paneling and even this textured heel counter right here. And I guess that brings me to the reason why I like this sneaker so much, and that reason is obviously that it looks like a Yeezy 2, and in that way I can actually own this pair and feel like in some way that I'm wearing a Nike Yeezy 2. It's definitely the poor man's Solars, but it'll do. I'm not shelling out $7 grand for a pair of Yeezys. That's nuts. I mean, if I had $1 million maybe, but I don't, so. But getting into the sneaker itself, you've actually got this black textile mesh on the toe and then this giant rubber panel right here, which is super thick and definitely good for durability. This rubber panel also has this interesting raised texture to it, and also what looks to be the Big Dipper, I guess, sort of raised off the panel. It's a really subtle accent, but I'm not totally sure what the significance of that is, but it's kind of cool to see. It's like a nice Easter egg. Moving up the shoe, you've got these black oval laces, and just above the bottom lace, you've got this text that's actually embroidered into the tongue that says hungry on the left shoe, and then on the right shoe, you've got humble embroidered, which is pretty cool. Just above the laces, you've got a shared detail from previous Kyrie models and actually a bunch of Yeezy models, which is this pretty large strap. The center of the strap actually has this raised all-seeing eye logo, which almost comes up in a pyramid shape, which I think is pretty cool. Then on the end of the strap on the medial side, you've got these punch-outs that actually form the shape of the Roman numeral 6. And then on the lateral side of the strap, you've got the area that you pull, and also this giant Velcro panel. Obviously, the strap also comes with white splatter print, which I think is a nice detail, especially on this all-black colorway, which is kind of dull, let's be honest. As we move up on the tongue, we've got Kyrie's logo in white on top of this black leather panel. The sock liner of the shoe comes in this black, really nicely padded neoprene feeling material, which I bet feels great on your foot, and I will be trying this shoe on later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. And then the insole of the shoe comes in black with a white all-seeing eye logo, and then text around the top of that logo that says Kyrie 6. Continuing back in the shoe, you've got this really nice matte black tumbled leather panel, which I really like to see on this Kyrie. You've also got this really big embroidered Nike swoosh in white, which again is pretty similar to the Nike Air Yeezy swoosh. On the medial side, you've got similar detailing except with the smaller Nike swoosh. Then moving around to the heel of the shoe, you've got this really interesting sculpted and heavily raised heel counter with Kyrie's hand logo in the center. Again, this detail is such a huge callback to the Nike Air Yeezy 2s. The only difference is rather than having the hand logo, the Yeezy 2s actually had ribs that kind of went down like this. This has ribs going the other direction, so maybe if you did one of these, you might see the resemblance. Does that work at all? Probably not. I do like this sculpted detail a lot, not just because it reminds me of the Yeezy 2s, but also because I just think it's a nice sculpted detail. And because it's so heavily sculpted, it is a lot stiffer than most heel counters, so it should give you some nice ankle support. Then moving down on the shoe, you get to your foam midsole, which also has some Zoom Air in it. The thing to keep in mind about Kyrie's is that they're pretty light on the cushioning, so this is definitely more of a court feel type of shoe. You're not gonna get great impact protection in this sneaker. So if court feel, more traction, and stability is definitely something you're looking for, this is a great shoe to go with. However, if you're a bigger dude or you need more cushioning, this might not be the sneaker for you, and you might want to go for something like a LeBron. Then moving to the bottom of the sneaker, you've got this nice traction pattern with Kyrie's signature and also his eye logo towards the forefoot of the shoe. On the inside of the heel, you've got this sort of shark tooth traction detail, which I actually really like, and definitely seems like a callback to the Kyrie 4. But now, why don't I throw these guys on feet for the first time and see how they feel. I know usually when I come back from trying shoes on, I kind of drop them on a table, but there's no table today, so maybe I'll do one of these. There we go. So I tried these on, and they fit like Kyrie's fit, which is very tight. Now that's obviously because they are a performance shoe, and performance shoes tend to be tight and then loosen up the more that you wear them in, and this is definitely one of those sneakers. If you prefer a slightly looser fit or you plan to wear this for just lifestyle wear, I probably would go up half a size, which is what I will do if I grab another pair of these, more on that later. But if you're just playing ball in the sneaker and you don't mind playing in them to get them to break in, then this shouldn't be a problem for you, especially if you've tried other pairs of Kyries before, because the fit is pretty similar. Comfort-wise, they were fine. They definitely are a little bit in the less cushion side, like I mentioned before, but that's not a problem, especially if you don't mind that sort of thing. For lifestyle wear, they should be okay. They are a little bit harder underfoot than some people might expect if they've never tried on a pair of Kyries before, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. But I'm personally most excited about the possibility of this shoe eventually being on Nike ID, or Nike by You, I think is what they're calling it now, and being able to make this shoe look like an actual Air Yeezy. I know for some people that might be kind of lame, but I'm personally hyped on it, and if they come out with a glow-in-the-dark outsole, it's over. I just want to feel like I'm wearing the Yeezy 2, a shoe that I probably will never be able to wear. And to be able to wear that on court and stunt on people while you're playing basketball, because you can't do it with your actual basketball skills, that'll feel good, I would assume. What I'm kind of afraid of, though, is that Nike might not allow us to make colorways similar to the Yeezy 2, just because they're withholding sometimes, and you know, it is what it is. Maybe I'll have someone customize it for me, or I guess I could customize it myself. I was Fowler Customs for like 2 years. I could definitely do it myself. But it's just something that I would like to see happen. I don't know if it will, but that would make me really happy. The Nike Kyrie 6 is another great budget-ish model Kyrie, and I think every Kyrie that's dropped so far has been pretty solid. You can't really go wrong with a pair of Kyries. They're a great basketball sneaker, they're a decent lifestyle sneaker, and if you're really trying to find a good pair of Kyries to ball in and you don't want to spend $130 on the brand new 6, you should be able to find some pairs of the 5 and even some pairs of the 4 and the 3 on sale at a lot of different places, so you can grab great Kyries for an even cheaper price. But now I would love to know your thoughts on the Kyrie 6 and whether you'd ID a pair to look like an Air Yeezy 2, or is that just me? I don't know. But let me know in the comment section down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.